Hey everybody, welcome back to Waffle Watch, and this is just a channel update on my watch repair and watchmaking journey here. So I kind of ran into a snag. I don't know why my camera's vibrating, but there we go. Every time I hit this table, it wants to like move up and down because I got this stupid tripod under here. It kind of set up all janky. But I will show you pretty much what I got going on. So I ran into a problem with the fake Rolex, which is still a work in progress. I have a solution that I found. I was able to find another movement, which is I think it's a 7120 Chinese automatic movement is what this uses. So I ordered another one of those simply because here I will show you if I get the movement out here. So go here. Okay. So we'll zoom in. Zoom in a little bit more. But essentially, I'll point it out here. For the crown wheel right here, the little washer that goes right around this crown wheel, I ended up losing that. And it's the only thing holding me back. Now, I wasn't doing a video of my assembly because what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a full teardown and reassembly of the movement so I can understand how it works and analyzing the functions and everything. So I can actually see what to properly do or what I should do in the making of a video, because I want to have like kind of like some kind of background on what I need to do in my mind, because it's going to be very stressful for the first time trying to reassemble a whole automatic movement with a date wheel, which is the first one I've ever really taken apart and tried to reassemble. But this is after I fully disassembled the watch. So, I put all this back on, I put all the drivetrain back on, I put the balance wheel back on, the pallet forks up under here. I didn't oil anything because I'm going to take it apart again and then re-oil everything and oil all the pivots on all the gears. And on the other side, the keyless works, I had all this apart. Let me get better. I'm gonna try to get better quality view of this. This is just weird. Trying to get this to work. I don't know why it won't let me change the perspective. So if I zoom out all the way, now it won't let me change the perspective. That's weird. My phone, like, dude, I don't know what it is with my phone. It is not very nice to me. Okay. So better. Sorry for the dirty mat. This is like an old mouse pad. I'm going to get a mat. Let me get my light better over here. So, all these keyless works, all that, all this stuff. I don't know, memorize all the names, but this little plate, all the gears up under here for that run the date wheel and everything on the side. I basically just I reassembled, disassembled that. This was kind of a pain in the butt. The date wheel, I did not. Hold on, that fell out. I get a little clutch thing. I forgot the name of it, but it goes in there for the crown. It flops around. You have to like kind of. You have to have something up under it for it to stay, but I'll get that out of there. That's kind of annoying, but when I take it apart again, it's not going to matter that much. But what was I saying? Let me get this to focus. Yeah, I just lost a ring to this whole thing, and I'm just ordering another movement just to get the part. And I'm just doing this whole project for basically just experience and just understanding how the watch works and functions. Now, there's all my other parts, and I'll just do an update of what I'll be doing when I get everything together. So as you can see, this is everything disassembled, or the last of the stuff I didn't assemble. This is the movement mechanism for the automatics. I haven't learned how this functions yet because I haven't got that far, because I got stuck on that retaining ring for the crown wheel. So I got the crown wheel gear here. I got the little gear for the main spring barrel that goes on the top. The little click thing right here. All my screws. And this date wheel, which was hidden up under here. This is what made it a pain in the butt. I would have had a lot easier time with this whole project if it didn't have a date wheel in the movement. But they probably did this because they were trying to pump out as many fake watches as possible, maybe, and it was just like, okay, we're just going to use the same movement for every single watch, which is like an unpleasant surprise, but I guess it's good because I'm being forced to work on something that I've had zero experience or even expected to having to deal with yet. So it's good either way. So we will put this back in here. I'll put this up to the side. And then I'll update you on what I've done. I know in the video I showed the last... Wow, this looks really dirty on camera. Look at all that. I gotta like polish this. But yeah, those are the hands. And this is gonna be little Milgauss hands that I got. But I don't think the fake Rolex hands look better than these. I just want the little orange lightning bolt. It's gonna go in my dial. This is really nice for like a cheap dial that I paid $30 for. It's got a really, really nice sunburst effect to it. And it's gonna be kind of weird looking on this, but it's like, I don't care. It's gonna be like some weird Frankenwatch thing going on. But I kinda like it. Needs to be cleaned out a bit, but you know, it's not really bad look. It's upside down. That's how it'll look. Let me see. Yeah. Take the wheel. Alright, let's do a little mock-up here of what it's gonna look like when I'm done. If I can't get this movement back together, I'll just freaking bite the bullet and order a whole nother movement. If it didn't work, or if I break something, I'll just use a whole nother new movement and put it in there and just have it a built watch. But I'm pretty confident I can get it back together correctly. So we take this and put this hand on here to see what it looks like. Oh, that's cool. Put that in there. That'll be interesting. I like it. Don't want to bend it. I won't even use his hands. His hands are actually cheaper than the Chinese ones. They're kind of way more flimsy. Or the fake Rolex Chinese ones. Oh, this is kind of interesting. This has got a, like you go out of the way to make this fake Rolex really like this. I mean, where is my camera at? That's crazy. You go out of the way to make a fake Rolex dial and a bracelet with all the with a bunch of engravings, but you have these wheels that don't even work. These seconds wheel that doesn't even work. It's just, all it is just, it's just for looks, to look like a Daytona. Look how bad the print is on it. It looks like kind of bled together in some areas. Swiss made. Oh Lord. Okay. Glued on. This is a crazy fake. I mean, this is a crazy fake. Like, I would be embarrassed to have. That's why I'll switch the dial. It's like, I'll wear the watch, but I just don't want this on here. That's garbage. This is better. I mean, it's like a knockoff of a knockoff, you know, of a Rolex, but it doesn't say freaking Rolex on there. It's like stupid. All right, but this bracelet's kind of interesting too. Probably not, you know, anything close to what a real bracelet looks like, but let me see. Yeah, I try to size this thing and I don't have it sized right, so I'd have to take all that apart. So what we'll do is we'll back out. But yeah, we got kind of the design. It's all polished, cheap metal. I mean, the bracelet don't feel too bad. I just wish it didn't say Rolex on it. Like, I like the bracelet. I like the look of the bracelet. Well, I guess when I wear it, I won't see the Rolex. The only thing Rolex that you'll see is whenever you have it on. Let me see. It shouldn't say, it doesn't say Rolex here. So it doesn't say, it only says it under here. And then you got this part that has a fake Rolex thing. But I could just grind that off right here and then nobody would ever see it and I just polish it. If I really wanted to. Oh, another funny thing is whenever they had the movement in there, this little plastic ring was retaining the movement. I mean, like, wow. You open that up, you automatically know it's fake, is because what Rolex these plastic ring around the freaking movement? None. All right, now I got some mini projects that are gonna be up and coming. And I didn't record this, but this will be kind of a thing that I'm going to be working on. And, hold on, let me move this like this. This was a unpleasant surprise. I mean, yeah, unpleasant surprise, I would say. So this is like a cheap movement. Like, I think there's literally one jewel in this whole movement. And it's just this for the balance wheel. There's no rubies on the pallet fork. It's just metal. It's kind of like, reminds you of like a Timex pallet fork. There's no rubies on it. There's no rubies. Is there rubies here? No, it's just like the holes that it sticks through. It's kind of like resembles how a Timex is made. It goes through the holes. But this is the crazy thing that like was irritating. As you see the mainspring. So now I have to get a mainspring winder to put this back in because it's a pain, or I have to learn a technique to do it by hand. I think there is. I just didn't look it up yet. But this is all there is to the barrel. Like, there's no top piece to the barrel. It's literally just the gear on top. It's the gear on top of the barrel, and this is just on top, and this is what's holding the spring in. It was not a running watch, but what's funny about it is it wouldn't wind, and that explains why it probably didn't wind, because of this was like, I think it was tangled when I took it out. Somehow it got like tangled or kind of out of place inside of this because of the way it's made, so I couldn't wind the watch. But the balance wheel is fine, so if you go zoom in here, a little bit of air on that. But yeah, the balance wheel works fine. Nothing wrong with it. It's pretty smooth, it looks like. But the cool thing about this watch and why I want to work on it is because it's got this really cool dial on it. And I thought it was nifty. It's like a kid's watch, like, but a vintage one. It's just like a space explorer is what it says. Isn't that cool? I really legit just want to fix this watch because of this cool little movement, and something in here causes this to rotate. Let me see. I wonder if it's the. Oh no! So no, it rotates on its own. How does it? I think there's like another. There might be a slow moving gear. Oh, is that it? Let me see here. Maybe not. No. There's a gear in here. There's got to be a gear in here somewhere. I think I moved something. But I think this rotates independently. That's pretty cool. I really like this dial. I want to get this little watch to work. It's really cool. And that's my update on those watches. But I will have an in-between project of working on this. This actually runs. And what's good about the fact that this runs is that I can actually say, okay, this is a working watch. I can take it apart and put it back together. See, it runs. I got this in a lot of watches that didn't run, but this was the only one that ran. Isn't that cool? Look how small it is. This is when watches were like really like smaller for compared to modern watches. How many millimeters is this? I need to find a case for it. It's about like 23 millimeters, 23.4 millimeters. Yeah, I just gotta find a nice little dial to put it in. I'm gonna tear this guy down and try to service it. I kind of have an idea. This will be a lot easier than the fake Rolex because it's simplified. It doesn't have other moving parts. It's just a simple little mechanical movement with a standard drivetrain, standard jewels, nothing weird, you know. Main barrel, you know, it should not be a problem. I would hope it's not a problem. But I'm gonna redo that movement. I'm gonna show you my new tools I got now. So this is an update on the tools and stuff that I got. I didn't do an independent video of this because well, it's not enough tools to do a video on. It would just be like really short, and I just want to kind of show what I got. So I got these little movement holders in. Man, you do not need to get fancy movement holders. These work just fine. I paid $15 for all 3 of these sizes on Amazon. Some of the stuff it's just not worth spending the money on because it doesn't make any sense economically. Because you're not getting anything extra out of it. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe it's smoother when you unscrew this. About the maximum thing, because this is a simple thing. You know, by trade, I'm an aircraft manufacturing inspector, so it's like when it comes to like stuff like this, it's just like simple, like, oh, it threads through a hole and moves. Like, there's not a lot of innovation. You can use better materials. You can have less rough edges, better machining, a better visual, but the functionality of it gets the job done. It doesn't have any issues. And I mean, the threads are kind of rough on it a little bit, but all I do is just take some 3-in-1 oil, just, you know, kind of go right here. If you get these, just put a little dab of 3-in-1 on the threads, you know, smooths it out. Yeah. Completely, just now I feel no grit at all on that. Just oil the threads. You're fine. It comes in this case. You know, $15 Amazon. Just look at movement holders. You'll see it on there. And you'll see it's just a little fucking $15 set. Very, very, very cheap. Now, one area I didn't cheap out on, of course, is my oilers I got in. I need to get an oiler holder. This pot that I got, or these little pots, I wasn't thinking about how I was going to hold them and to keep them in place. Same thing with my screwdrivers. My screwdrivers, I needed one of those rotating screwdriver holders. Right now I still have it in the case. But, you know, I just keep everything in here now. I end up getting, you know, of course I got the Bergeons, you know. I didn't cheap out here. I got it, mainly because I didn't have to, because these aren't really all that expensive. They're pretty inexpensive. Granted, a cheapo is going to be way cheaper, but still, it's, you know, if it's not that much money, why not go with the quality brand? I had the same logic with this little guy. This is Bergeon. You know, way better than the cheap crappy one I had. I took the little forks out, so I just kind of use this as maybe like a little pusher for some reason, and a little pin. It'll be useful for that if I need to. So, you know, that's not hard to deal with. I don't know why I said that. Now, was there something else I was going to showcase? Okay, yeah, these are all my tools that I got that are new. This thing actually works quite well. Got it on Amazon. I actually like it. I didn't notice it has lights, so you can like use the lights. I mean, it's useful. And oh, I got another watch here. I got another project later on that I need to figure out. I don't know if maybe people end up watching my channel because I have no viewers right now. I got this old Waltham. It runs. I want to service it, but the thing about it is, get it out of here. The thing about it is the hands. I got another hand on here, but the minutes hand will not stay on. It just comes off. I don't know if I'll have to get something on there, magnify, and see why it's not sticking onto this. The forgot the name of it, cannon pinion, or I think it's cannon pinion. I can't remember the name. I'm still learning and remembering stuff. Some of the stuff I end up forgetting because I'm kind of like just doing stuff. And then I was gonna show you my this is my Waltham here. I've actually had this watch serviced in the past. The thing about it is it doesn't run very effectively. It started like not running randomly, and then running, and then not running, and I have to like tap it to get it to work. So, but I'm not gonna mess with it yet or service it till I know what I'm doing to some degree. At least I can get to the point to where it's like I can take apart a watch and put it back together and disassemble it and understand how to service. That's all I kind of like want to deal with at the start. So I don't think I have anything else here. Everything I've shown you. This is just an update video of everything. And I hope you watch the rest of my content, and whenever I get my other parts in, I'll do a recording of the assembly of the other watch, but I'll also make a video today, or start today on this, where I'm actually taking apart this little vintage, what brand watch is this? There's no brand on it. 17 jewel. Oh, it's a Elaine. Ellen. Let me see. Let me get my loop. No, I'm dropping stuff. Let me get my loop and see. Yeah, I can't read that. E-L-A-I, yeah, Elaine Watch Company. It's a cute little movement. It looks cute. Well, that'll be it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and peace out.